So now we move on to Alfred Hitchcock Collection here, which, this is all the Alfred Hitchcock films I have, not including the ones we've already discussed in the Criterion collection here. So DVD, we have this Hitchcock Collection with Dial M for Murder, I Confess, Stage Fright and The Wrong Man. I Confess is very underrated, beautiful black and white cinematography and a great leading role from the great Montgomery Clift, one of the original method actors. Then we have Foreign Correspondent, which seems to get overshadowed by Notorious, which is sort of a similarly set sort of spy war film, but I think Foreign Correspondent is the much better film and has some amazing scenes. If they put out a nice Blu-ray of that, I would probably upgrade it. It's really one of my favourites. Here's Notorious. This is the Premiere Collection, who put out a few Hitchcock films with some really nice special features, and I got most of them. And this is the Notorious one, has some really nice features. He also did Rebecca, as you can see here, Premiere Collection of Rebecca, really wonderful film. Suspicion, Cary Grant, Jim Fontaine, and then we have another Premiere Collection one, Young and Innocent. You can see I've got these Hitchcock ones just alphabetically for the most part. No, alphabetically. So this is Young and Innocent, another film from his British period in the 30s, probably my second or third favourite British Hitchcock film from the 30s, behind The Lady Vanishes and 39 Steps, or possibly equal with the 39 Steps. Starting with the Hitchcock Blu-rays, done a couple of big videos on the Alfred Hitchcock Collection, but I'll just tell you briefly what's in it. Saboteur, Shadow of a Doubt, Rope, Rear Window, The Trouble with Harry, The Man Who Knew Too Much, Vertigo, Psycho, The Birds, Marnie, Torn Curtain, Topaz, Frenzy and Family Plot. Now we have Dial M for Murder. This is, as you saw, I had that on DVD, but I wanted to get the 3D Blu-ray version, as it's the only film Hitchcock ever shot for 3D and had never been released for the home market on 3D. It also has the 2D version on Blu-ray, but I've kept the DVD as it's part of a set with some other films. But yeah, really nice. I did a video on this where I talked about how it kind of got a bad rap. It's not, the transfer is nowhere near as bad as people are saying. I actually quite enjoyed it. North by Northwest. The American version of this Alfred Hitchcock box set had North by Northwest, but everywhere else in the world it did not, because North by Northwest has been such a big seller. There was no need for them to try and make people double dip on North by Northwest, which was quite wonderful of them. This 50th anniversary edition is spectacular. The colours are so rich. It's got great special features. Finally, from Hitchcock, The Strangers on a Train Blu-ray, which looks stunning and has some okay special features, but the one let down in this is that they didn't have the alternate cut, which is actually my preferred cut in high definition. It had it as an extra, but in standard definition, and not only that, but stretched, and it looked just terrible. So what I did is I kept the alternate version from my DVD, and I popped it in here, and I just sold the theatrical version of the DVD, just so I have a nice, properly rendered copy of the alternate version of Strangers on a Train. Okay, on to Akira Kurosawa. Let's go through these quickly. Most of these are from Eastern Eye. Hidden Fortress, it's the film that Star Wars took a lot of stuff from. Akiru, really wonderful meditative film. Redbeard, a really underrated epic, over 3 hours long, but doesn't get talked about as much as it should. Sanjuro, which is the sequel to Yojimbo, which we're just about to talk about soon. Throne of Blood, my second favourite Akira Kurosawa film, and a wonderful Shakespeare adaptation, really quite spooky stuff. And here's Yojimbo, which was later remade as A Fistful of Dollars by Sergio Leone. So yeah, that's all my Kurosawa DVDs. The only Blu-ray I have here, because I've already gone over the Akira Kurosawa Blu-rays I have in the Criterion, but the non-Criterion Kurosawa Blu-ray I have is Kagamushi, The Shadow Warrior. Okay, and finally Woody Allen. Just have all Woody Allen's releases are bare bones. He doesn't really believe in special features, but we'll just go through them quickly. Annie Hall, Broadway Danny Rose, Celebrity, an underrated Woody Allen film, beautiful black and white cinematography. Crimes and Misdemeanors, one of his very best. Manhattan Murder Mystery, my personal favourite. These two I would probably upgrade to Blu-ray if they get nice releases. Mighty Aphrodite. Play It Again, Sam, which he didn't direct, but he did write and star in, and it's very much a Woody Allen film. And Scoop, another film, one of his modern ones that I enjoy quite a lot. And on Blu-ray we have Manhattan, which just looks just wonderful in 1080p. Vicky Cristina Barcelona, Whatever Works, which is a crime that this film got criticised as much as it did, and it didn't get play as well. It's really probably his funniest film, and Larry David was wonderful in it. And the Woody Allen documentary that came out last year, a really revealing 3-hour film, and sort of no holds barred on Woody Allen and his whole career. It's quite wonderful, and it's nice to have that on Blu-ray also. Okay, so that's shelf number 1. Remember to check out the links in the description for anything that we've reviewed before, and if you've got any questions, just get in touch. Next week we'll be finishing off the director sets and some other sets of films which I've clumped together before we start on the just alphabetical Blu-rays. See you soon.